Good morning, everyone. Here's a Homag heater control, and it's model 2-083-01-3001. Look at that little itty bitty thing. I'm going to throw 380 volts AC single phase at it. That always bothers me a little bit, putting that much voltage onto something that tiny. This is it right here. The light bulbs are going to simulate the heater element. Before we get going, I want to cover this thing up in case things go real bad. Okay, here we go. Hold on to your farm animals. No bang, but no lights either. Let me increase the speed potentiometer here. There it goes. There it goes. Took a while to catch up. Now this little unit, instead of phase control, it's turning the AC sine wave on and off. I'd have much rather done it with phase control, where you control the amount of power from the AC sine wave out to the load through the TRIAC. We're going to look at this with the oscilloscope. Let me go grab the oscilloscope and bring it over here. Give me a little bit to go hunt it down. From the oscilloscope waveform, you can see here's our 380 volts AC sine wave, and look here, they turn it off. So you have burst of full sine wave, then off, another burst of full sine wave, and then off. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Now there's less sine wave and more off to the load. Let me increase that power, and eventually, with the potentiometer turned all the way up, we have complete sine wave out to the load. So we have full power to the load. I'm going to turn the potentiometer down, and you can see as I turn it down, there's less and less sine wave to the load. And there, the potentiometer is fully turned down. I'm going to turn it back up. So this is how they control the power to the load. That's all the way up. That right there is about midway. And there's all the way down. The light bulb bank is off. At the end of the video, I'll show you the hookups so that you can test your Homag heater control. Thank you very much for coming over and watching us test our Homag heater control. We'll see you next time. Evening all. We're at the house again. We made it this far. Let's talk about the Homag heater element control unit. Model 2-083-01-3001. To power up the heater element control, we apply 380 volts AC single phase to TB1 terminal board 1, pin 1, and TB3 terminal board 3, pin 3. That powers up the control. Up here I have a 50K potentiometer. Its wings tied to pin 8, that's V Zener, and pin 3 on terminal board 3, VEE, that's ground. The wiper goes to pin 4, that's the control input. This potentiometer determines how much power is applied to the load, the heater element. Now, I don't have that heater element, but I do have 6 each 120 volts AC 100 watt light bulbs in series. That from L1, let's call this L1 and we'll call this L2. From L1 to terminal board 1, pin 2, terminal 2. This load simulates the heater element. There's a TRIAC from TB12 to TB33. That's a tongue twister right there, isn't it? So, when the TRIAC is firing, when the TRIAC is turning on, that 380 volts AC single phase flows through the light bulbs, through the TRIAC, back to L2. Isn't that amazing? Now if I turn this wiper all the way to ground, that TRIAC is turned off and the light bulbs are turned off. When I turn that potentiometer so that it's fully on at the potential of VZ on pin 8, the light bulbs are firing, they're turning on, so that we have L1 flowing through the load, through the TRIAC, back to L2. There you go! Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. Alright folks, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it when you come over. But before I depart, be careful around here. These are very high voltages right here, so you want to be careful. Don't touch no exposed surface in this circuit right here while it's powered up. We want to live to see another day. Okay. Good night, folks. We'll see you next time.